let's be honest, with the way today's been, it could go in either direction. I'm actually starting to fear that...
Qualified through to the first top side cash out to qualify for a head-to-head match, and this is where you are going to start to pick apart who is who. You're going to have, it includes everything in terms of long, close, you know, inside, outside, etc., etc. Everybody loves it, and there's a reason for it. It is an amazing map, and we're going to see it here again. We've got some of the biggest names and some of the newest names for Cycle 4, diving in to our first cash out in the upper bracket to qualify for our first head-to-head hyper. This is going to be cinema. Big versus small. David and Goliath, the best of the region, teeing it up in this cash out match.
I would love to see David beat the Goliaths and go all the way. I would love an upset going into the final cycle. You could just picture the storyline, the top header. Top three doesn't qualify. But, of course, one of them will actually get a qualification into the Grand Major. That is the biggest talking point right now. Off the rip, Revolvers flying away. As Tsukuyomi known to go for a slightly different meta. Sledge, Revolver, ARN. Right now, the Sledge can do blissfully nothing. Until now, as we get all close and personal.
Good to cover the assault. They want to get close, but Mir's already pulled away. Khan diving onto the Revolver. First cash out has been plugged, and already a steal going through here from somebody. It's going to be Tsukuyomi straight onto it. They want to get it away from Mir as quick as possible. With that grappling hook making another return. Not the optimal choice for Light at the moment, but Vanishing Bomb is definitely up there, given how strong invisibility as a sort of passive effect is at the moment. Hence the invisibility cloak being the favor of most teams right now. But Vanish Bomb and Grapple Hook, good. This is big as well. This is why we see it. Anna Lemon likes these angles as well when you have a Sledge in play. And look at the damage. The LH1 opening up that fight. A huge hit from the Sledgehammer, blocked by the Dome Shield, but does it really matter too much? Khan needs to get back in there to help. He does have jump pad. Straight back up. One. No, it's Hannah Lemon. Make it one, though, with the Revolver. Looking for more. Trade it out. This is going to be close. Oh, Blader clutches up with the ARN.
1 HP to keep alive. Blader, you godsend, gets it done. But look at this rotation. Ape Squad pushing over because we have an offset. We've got instability onto the other cash box. So all the other teams want a piece of the pie. It's 777 RS and Ape Squad. They've been fighting left, right, and center on the other side of the map. And, well, they're going to go head-to-head and toe-to-toe amongst each other for the second time. Ape Squad able to get that steal. They lost to 777 RS on the other cash out, but 777 won a piece of the pie. Ape Squad wipes out Mir, and 777 back it away. They thought about going for the aggression, but realized, nah, let's defend what we have. Let's not over-aggress here.
They found themselves a good spot, but look at this. We've had another rotate from everybody involved. Mir GG are still on the waiting screen, and everyone else has pushed on over to 777 RS here. They want to try their best to try and get this away. Out comes the winch to pull it off into the distance, and they will manage to lock it in. Sirius might be a little bit too late, though. No, the healing's not there. 777 will deny for now. Ultimately, this isn't good if you are Tsukuyomi. You have to get close with the fights, but losing the Sledge, you take away a lot of your opening engagement power, because you cannot take the fight straight head-to-head anymore. You have to play distance. Hannah Lemon, the last alive, as Khan goes down now. Sirius finding a second, looking for a full team wipe solo, but there's not enough time left. A's going to go through. That's going to be the next cash out of this matchup. An Ape Squad. They found themselves up the top end of the spectrum. It was a little bit rough at the start, though.
Good rotation, great mindset to realize that, okay, against 777, we know this is a hard team to go head-to-head with. It isn't the first time that these two have gone head-to-head against each other. And yeah, 9 times out of 10, Ape Squad's been the one winning, but opening picks, opening fights have turned the table. We know that 777 first engagements are amazing. Much like that first engagement, July getting Han 11, reducing the light out of the equation, but you need to be careful because now you're stealing. A sledge could come swinging in. Just have to find the timing. That's right! Oh, it's unfortunate that the kill doesn't come off. Steel gone through, and Mir have control.
Locked in for now. Ultimately not confirmed, though, as 777 go for another plug as well, and Busel falls. It's not looking good for Ape Squad in this second match of the day. Struggling a little bit more than they were previously on that first one, but sometimes it takes a little while for them to start get going. Can finds one. Sledge getting involved here too, with Can finding a second. The Big Iron, hungry, collecting as many as it possibly can. Blade of the last alive, and we've seen him do it before. Don't think he's going to get away with it right now, though. Steel needs to come through. Indeed it will. Tsukiyomi, a little bit late to the party, but getting that heavy back on the board. C4's still live. They could pop it. Does he choose to? No, doesn't get it off in time. Maybe doesn't realize that it's still there, possibly thinking that it's been removed. They won't be able to get that to dial, but here they come. It's going to have to be something here. Taco has to get out of it. Blader finds one early, and this is an interesting opening to a fight that doesn't need to last super long here, as long as Tsukiyomi can hold on to it.
Another steal attempt from Mir will try and come through it. There is goo left, right, and center. They need to be careful because D-Max is in play. The stall, perfect, but they need to remove that medium because he too has the power of defib. So even though, yes, it is going to be a case of get the damage done, get the damage done indeed, as Taco able to come in swinging in the most literal sense. July going for the hunt, realizing that no, we've lost our opportunity. Last ditch effort. Blader gets winched in. That is what Taco needs. The captain going above and beyond. And Tsukiyomi are in a prime position to get second on the other side. 777 RS are being stolen. They could lose their lead, and it could be Ape Squad that takes it. They don't. 777 hold it out, and they're still going.
Ape Squad wipe as well. Huge. Unfortunate for them. They are currently in third. A double will bring them back. 777 hold on for first right now, and they're keeping up appearances. They always like to qualify first. Whether or not they finish first later on is a different question, but they love to qualify first. They're really strong out of the gate, but I don't know, maybe having that cooler period in the middle where they just sort of sit there and don't do much for while everyone else is playing, it definitely puts them on the, I don't know, they haven't necessarily had much success in the end spectrum of things. Serious. A little bit of a whoopsie daisies there. Caught out in the middle of the street, especially with Blader on his AR and shenanigans today. And we've got another plug. Tsukiyomi looking to snipe away first from 777 here.
Yeah, no surprise. And 777 will be happy because pre-cash out, they're leading. That's all they need to think about. That's all they need to know. In that mindset, you can control what happens. And it's a double! It's a double. Mir going for it. They're willing to risk. Steel starts to go through. We guarantee, and this is the thing, 777 RS is going through into the finale. But the question is, who's going to be next? As Tsukiyomi are the ones wanting to defend this with their life. They would love an opportunity to be top 4 and guarantee themselves a jump up at a shot at the closed qualifiers of top 5, because that's what's at stake for them. All a little bit of poke damage right now. Not many kills coming out just yet.
This is going to be a heck... Oh my god, what a winch! It doesn't get through the shield, though. That is big, but it's going to be a quick wipe. Tsukiyomi going down quick, but it's Ape Squad now trying their luck. They lose one in the process. Sirius, Eshe, both there to defend, and that's a wipe for Ape Squad. They're out of the contention. Tsukiyomi, they're still holding on, but Mir won it now. They're going to get it. Mir have locked it in, unless 777 RS can do something about it, but they don't necessarily need to. Even if they do, it's still then going to be Tsukiyomi that comes with them. Do they choose to grief it out here? They could let this steal happen, or they could go for it themselves. Tsukiyomi know this. They're going to get the shot that they want at second place, and that's going to be that. There's not much that anyone needs to do now. They don't need to fight. They don't need to get involved. Ape Squad are back, but there's no time. Ape Squad, a great start. Can't quite find the finish in this qualification match, but ultimately, it's going to be Tsukiyomi taking on 777 for our first qualification spot for the final.
Not just yet, Proto. Not
It
just
is.
yet. There's still
It
10
is.
seconds.
No one's close by.
You sure? Steel's going through. Ape Squad going for one
Yeah,
last
all dead.
attempt. It's now
They're all
gone. They're gone. They're burnt alive. Done. Dusted. Tsukiyomi coming in first ever cycle are looking down the barrel at making a top 4 appearance, but they've got to go against the team that have made it into the...
Like, yeah, we know, guys. We know. It's okay. We're here every cycle. Serious with 10 and 5. Also, a highlight, that was not a caster curse. Realistically, think about it. 777